Hello there and welcome to this Davinci Resolve video. In this video we'll talk about speeding up and slowing down the videos. Keep watching to the end because I have a surprise trick and I'm sure you will love it. What you need to know before you start doing this, that the video have to be, if I go to the metadata, more than your project frame rate. At the moment my project is 24 and my video is 24. And that's kind of problematic because it means that I don't have enough frames to change the speed, especially when I want to slow it down. When you want to speed it up, it doesn't matter, but when you want to slow it down, that's a problem. Of course, there are tricks in Davinci Resolve that will help smooth out the results, but it's not going to be as good as if your video is already shot at a higher frame rate. So for example, like you can shoot your video at 60 or even higher, but if you did not have the video shot at that frame rate speed, there are a few tricks, as I said. So let's talk about the first thing. So here we have a video. If I want to change this video speed, right click and you go from here to change clip speed. If I click on change clip speed, here you have a few options. So we can change any one of those and it will reflect directly at the other one. So if I change this, as you notice, it will change the one at the top there. So let's say I want this to be like faster. So maybe 2 times as fast, which is 48 frames per second, 200%. And next, before we hit change, we need to be aware of these options down here. The first one is ripple time. We'll come back to these. If I didn't select this one, what will happen that this clip wouldn't follow my clip. So what's going to happen, this will be shorter and it will leave a space. And let's just change it to 200. And as you can see, it left some space after it. So if I play it, now the video faster. Now let's change this to be slower by going to 50%. What will happen now, we have 12 frames per second, which is 50% slower than the original, and we have only 12 frames. That's why I was talking about that your video have to be shot with more than 24 frames per second. If I didn't select ripple, when I slow it down, it will maintain the same duration, but the problem is we will have shorter videos, so as if it was cut. But if I use ripple and I hit change, it changed the duration of the clip once we activated ripple, and at the same time to move this clip with it. Another thing that we need to be aware of in this window is reverse speed. So if I select reverse speed and I hit change, now it will play kind of backward instead of like playing forward. So that's if you want to do something like this, and you don't need to even like change the clip speed. We could just use it with 100%. So mine is 100%. It will be the same speed and it will play backward. And finally, we have a freeze at the bottom here. And depending on where your timeline is, it will cut the video into 2 clips and will freeze the second part, this one. So if I hit freeze, see now this is frozen. So if I play this, it keeps playing until this frame and then freezes what's left. If I want to do this, what I will do, I'll just go at any point, right click, open change clip speed, and I go to freeze, accept. The problem is we don't have what's left of this video, right? So what we will be doing is I'll go ahead and just duplicate this video. And because I know it like this stopped at that point, I'll just go right click, change clip speed and set this to not freeze and maybe reverse because we want it to be still in the reverse direction. And now if we play, it continues from where it stopped. Of course, we can change this if this is too long, because again, this is just 1 frame stretched out, so we can change it to whatever duration we want. Now let's talk about the other ways, because this is very simplistic way of looking at changing the speed. What if I want to have different speeds within the same clip? At the moment, this is not gonna work with this because again, this option changes everything, like the entirety of my clip. But if I want to have like maybe normal speed, then speed up, then like slow down, then go back to normal speed, what we could do is click on this clip, right click and go to Retime Controls. If you press Ctrl R, that will do the same thing. That's the shortcut. So click on this option, and now the only difference that we have is we have these arrows down here and we have this, you know, like a banner at the top with an X where you can close it down. And at the bottom here we have these arrows, and at the very bottom there is a percentage, and at the moment it says 100%. So this video is 100% of its speed, And if I want to change it, I'll click on this and we can go and change the speed. But we already know how to do it with that other window. But this is like another way if you wanted to change this. So what we want to do instead, we want to go to add speed point. So if I select add speed point, nothing changed yet. Like everything is still working the same because we only add this speed point. And the speed point is simply, think of it like a keyframe. If you look at the portion to its left and to its right, it says 100% and 100%. And I would assume that you already start getting what's going to happen. So if I click on this one, I can change it to, let's say, 150. So this becomes faster and this stays at the same speed. But also we don't need to click at this drop down list because again, it's limited. We have few options, but we don't have all the speeds. What if I want to be 120? What if I want it to be like say any speed? What we could do is we could click at the top of this handle and move it. So the more I move it to the right, it makes this clip slower. And at some point when we go beyond 100%, it turns to yellow, which is kind of actually slowing down the video now. And we could keep dragging until I get the percentage that I want. And if I drag it in the opposite direction, it makes it faster. Now, if I click at the bottom section down here, it does not change the speed, but it changes where this speed point is relative to my clip, like at which frame it is. And as I said, we can have as many of these as we want, and we can play with them and change them to give us the shot that we want. So now this is kind of sped up, so we can make it even faster. And I can add another handle, maybe here, click at this drop down list, and select add another speed point, and now let's just make this slower. Now if I go and start this video, it will start at a faster pace, and once it reaches that point it goes to slower pace, and then at the end it will go back to the normal speed. One thing that I want you to notice, whether we talk about this clip here, like using the change clip speed window, or we use this method, at the moment when we go to slow down, because we said the problem that we have only 20 frames, your video will look a little bit choppy because we don't have actual frames to, fill in the gaps. At this rate, almost we have only 12 frames per second. And for Davinci Resolve to make it to 24 frames per second, it will go ahead and duplicate each frame. But Davinci Resolve gives us other option to fix this problem a little bit. It's not exactly the same as if we were to use a video that was shot in higher frame rate, but it does help reduce some of this problem. So if I select my clip, go to Inspector, scroll down here we have retime scaling. For us here, what I want to play with is the retime because we're changing the timing. So go to retime and select the drop down list. We have 3 options. I think the default one is nearest, which we are at the moment. So nearest, then you have frame blend and optical. And the more you go down, the better the result will get, but the more processing power you need. By the way, not every shot will work perfectly with optical flow. So sometimes you might go with the first one because it will look better. Down here, if we select optical flow, you can see like the difference by just playing the clip now. See how smoother it gets, stuttery as it was. The other way also to change this, because at the moment it looks fine, but if we can like change this even to make it faster, and I switch from this speed to this speed, see how like instantly it changed from 440 to 50%. But what if I want to have like a gradual shift from this to that? How to do this gradual shift is by doing the following. If I open up this list again, right click, and I go to retime curve. Now we're playing with curves similar to the animation curves, and you can already tell that to do this smoother, we need to have like a curve instead of like sharp points, right? So if I select any one of these, and by the way, these correspond to these speed points. So if I select this one and I click this button here, it changes it to make it a little bit softer. So if I zoom in on this, see now that like if I switch between these, how this is sharp, and when I click this, it becomes soft or smoother, the transition. And now the cool thing, we have these handles. If I click on it and I drag it, it means we can even have it even softer, like it kind of transition over a longer period of time. So if we start this, hit play, Again, let Davinci Resolve catch, and see now how it smoothly went from that speed, not instantly, and so on. So this is a good thing. And by the way, on this interface, we don't need to play with this interface up here. We could still do a lot of what we do here without the need for this. So if I go here and put my timeline anywhere, I could add a keyframe here, or again, speed point. Select this one and click soft, and you can even like take it below, and you can tell if I take it below an existing point, this will become in the negative, so it's kind of moving backward now. So if I start here and hit play, see now it's going backward, then after this go forward. And if you pay attention to the arrows up here, you'll see that those are now reversed, which is an indicator that this clip now is going in the reverse direction. And also the word down here says reverse, and the percentage is in negative. So this will allow you to do a lot of crazy effects and interesting things. By the way, you can add a keyframe by just holding Alt and clicking anywhere on your curve here, and that will add a point there. Of course, we can change it to soft, and I can, like change these. And by the way, if you have two of them at the same level, it's almost, if you manage to put them at the same level, it means this will become a frozen frame. So that's another way actually to add a frozen frame. So that's it for playing with these different options to change the clip speed by slowing it down and speeding it up. Hope you liked this video. If you have any questions about this or any other features in Davinci Resolve, leave them in the comments, and please support this channel by subscribing, liking, and leaving comments. If you have any ideas for future videos that you want me to make, leave them also on the comment, and I'll do my best to make those. Have a good day.